Hello everyone, my name's Jeff Stepien and I'd like to welcome you to the studio. And for those who are wondering, well, what is this? This is a new YouTube channel that I am making in which I post videos regarding the recording, producing, and mixing of music. And basically what I am going to do is I'm going to try to put up a new video every single day and pretty much go through different techniques that can be used to record music, a little insight into my process in recording music, and then some tips and technical information that might be helpful to the aspiring recording engineer or musician who just would like to record and produce their own music. So that's basically what we're going to do in these videos. And I just hope that these videos are as educational and as enjoyable for you as they will be for me. Because I know I'm going to have fun in dabbling, you know, with recording equipment and whatnot. Because I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to say I'm the best musician in the world or the best singer in the world. But one thing I do love is once you do have sounds recorded on tracks or whatnot, it's playing with them sounds, manipulating them sounds, mixing them sounds with other sounds, and just the whole creative process I think is an incredible experience that can be enjoyed by pretty much anybody, but I tend to think this is more geared towards, you know, the true musician or the true recording engineer or somebody, you know, in that field rather than just an ordinary person. But the average person out there might actually enjoy seeing this as well, just simply because you might learn something new and you never know. You might want to get involved and try to do something like this too, because, you know, even though it does take a little time to learn, once you learn it, it's not as hard as you might think it is. So pretty much that's what we're going to do with these videos, and this is my studio. And what we're going to do now is take a little tour of the studio. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a tour of the studio, and as you can see, I'm entering the studio here. We're right here in downtown Dunmore, Pennsylvania. And here you have it. This is the studio. And like I said, I'm probably going to spend most of the next 6 weeks in here. So I brought everything that I need to basically live here for a few weeks. And, you know, we have our living supplies and our clothing and, you know, a little fridge there with some water in it. Just to maintain while we're here. We have a nice sofa there to contemplate new musical ideas. We have a little desk there with our laptop on it and whatnot. That's more so for just personal purposes, not recording purposes. We have another flip video camera there so that if I want to record different angles of me, you know, doing things here in the studio, I can do that. We have some of our musical instruments over there, which I'm going to go over next. We have a drum kit right there, and then that's our main production area. So that's pretty much a tour of the studio. And now we're going to look at some of the instruments that we're going to use. Okay, now I'm going to point out all the instruments that I'm going to use to record music and put tracks together and whatnot. First we're going to go over the guitars that I'm going to use. Now the first guitar that we have here is a Martin D1 left-handed acoustic 6-string guitar. We're going to use that to record our acoustic guitar tracks. Then what we have here is your traditional standard American Stratocaster Fender, left-handed as well. And then over here we have our Rogue left-handed violin bass. So those are the three guitars we're going to use. And then what we have over here is a Roland Electronic TD4 drum kit. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of in the learning stages of playing the drums. so I can't necessarily say I'm going to do any recordings of me ripping it up on the drums, but nonetheless, you know, drum tracks that are recorded or whatnot, you know, those will be discussed as well, and you know, ideas on how to do that will be presented in future videos. But then what we have here is probably one of the main pieces of equipment I have, and that's the Roland Phantom G8. And I'll tell you one thing, this is a beautiful piece of equipment right here. It's very versatile, and the keyboard has a great feel as far as piano-wise. I really think it's a quality instrument, and actually, you can record tracks, both audio, MIDI. It has a built-in sampler. You could do sampling. You could do plenty of things with this device alone. It's just, as far as memory goes, for storing a lot of tracks and a lot of recorded material, it really doesn't have a lot when it comes to that. So that's why I am going to use a software recording program to discuss the recording process. And the recording program that we're going to use is Logic Pro. Well, actually, let me click on Logic here real quick. See, Logic Pro. This is basically what the screen looks like. We will be looking at this often when it comes to me discussing recorded tracks, how to edit them, how to, I guess you could say, arrange tracks, where if you want to take certain sections of a track and copy it, move it here, move it there, those type of things. This is pretty much the program that we are going to use. For reference monitors, we have KRK Rocket 5 monitors. We have a pair of them, and they put out a pretty quality sound, and they're not too expensive. And our digital audio interface is the ProWire 610 by M Audio. Basically, that's a FireWire audio interface, and we are going to use that just simply to get audio tracks recorded and input into the computer to the hard drive, recorded directly to the hard drive. So basically, this serves as the midway point, the connection between microphones, or for example, my electric guitar and the computer's hard drive. Now, as far as microphones, we have an Audio-Technica. This is just a basic dynamic mic. It's pretty old, it's a little banged up, but nonetheless it will serve the purpose for what we're going to need it for. I don't know how often I'm going to use this. This isn't my primary microphone, but if, say for instance, we want to double mic a track or something like that, I will use this. Now, the main microphone that will be used for recording vocals, that is this one. Now, this is also Audio-Technica, and that's a condenser microphone. We're going to use that specifically for vocals, and we might also use that to record the acoustic guitar and whatnot, just simply because I have a couple acoustic guitar pickups, but I really do prefer the sound of a mic'd acoustic guitar. I feel the acoustic guitar pickups, I don't know, it just doesn't sound natural, and I believe you get a better sound with the recorded microphone. You have a set of headphones there as well, but pretty much that's the gist of the instruments that we're going to use. I also have a harmonica laying around here somewhere. There's a couple. You can see right there. I don't know how much I'm going to use them. I'm not the greatest harmonica player either, but nonetheless, it's another instrument to play with and create new sounds with. So those are the instruments we're going to use. Okay, well that was it for our tour of the studio, and I'll be back with more. Peace out. Have a blessed day.